Hi Libra, welcome into another general weekly reading for you. This is going to be for the week of December 9th to the 15th, 2024. I feel the need to remind you that this is the end point of Mercury retrograde being, I believe, if I remember correctly, the 15th is technically the last day. Keeping in mind there is typically a 2 to 3 week shadow period after the fact where the effects are fading and is felt differently, affects people differently depending on how spiritually connected you are and whatnot. But this is going to feel like a week where things are somewhat loosening up for you. Progress is taking place more so in comparison to recently. You may find towards the end of the week a bit of a pep in your step starts to come back, feeling less tired for a lot, feeling maybe for some less blah, more motivated. And so don't be surprised when that takes place. But we're moving on to the honeybee card, talking about community. I really feel there's a community or two of importance that you are reaping rewards in regards to or because of. You feel very committed to assist other people throughout the week, and therefore, in the midst of which, even more so after the fact, you help yourself. Does that make sense? Kind of giving me the message of when I do these readings, it helps me at times in the midst of which, and then I'll be pushed to watch them back because I read for 4 of my significant placements. Even the daily reads help me. And so there's something like that for you. But it is a week of sweet results. It's a week where they can't help but assist you more, your guides. It feels like at times they do sit to the side of you or exist around you and don't help as much as you feel they could be, but it's all purposeful, and it's a week where you're going to feel more assisted, more supported, maybe even coming through in regards to your physical reality, other people, or somebody specific for you. And at certain points when that happens, say a coworker or boss figure wants to help you, or your significant other, a family member, regardless of who it ends up being, it is one of your guides stepping in and pushing them to do so, and they're not going to realize that's what's happening because they're not meant to. But as I lose my breath a bit, we're moving on to the owl card, talking about intuition. I feel there's a passion about you, but a soft-spoken way about you as well. It's going to be a week full of a lot of spirituality. I'm hearing spiritual messages, occurrences, but as well a strengthening and enhancing and a growing of your individual intuition. It does feel like this is a week where you're going to feel brighter in regards to that. You're going to be understanding things quite efficiently, very strategically, while getting intuitive hits left and right. And then you look over and you see something of importance, which was a spiritual message. You then hear, for some, if you hear them clearly, through your thoughts or through a dream, something else of significance. Colors are relevant for you throughout the week. Red, blue, yellow, orange, and green. Okay. I really feel like it's a week where, while again you're feeling a bit of a pep in your step coming back to being, you're feeling a bit brighter and less dull, less blah, you are also needing to reground. All right. You may be like Leo, where in their reading I spoke upon them needing to come back down to earth, being very spacey or just up in the clouds for one if not multiple reasons. But your connection to nature is going to be a big part of the week as well. So I guarantee I will probably be doing at least some of my readings out in the park. But we're needing to disconnect at certain points. I care about this too much in the moment, so I need to disconnect. I worry about this so much, I need to disconnect to benefit especially the manifestation process and not to create blockage. You may be a little bit annoyed by something at a certain point or two throughout the week. We need to disconnect. Don't add weight to what you can't control. You know what I'm saying? There's a reminder in regards to that. But the oak tree card coming through, because Libra, this is a week where your ancestors are very alive within your world. That was ironic wording. There's a sense of you having at least 1 or 2 significant guides that are passed over loved ones, all right, ancestors, if you will. I feel there's a reminder of how much you're made out of because of what you've been through, And there's also the message coming through of you needing to more so shine your light. I heard nice and bright. I feel you're at times allowing for, or just naturally having certain aspects of your path that has been a bit difficult at certain points, dim your light. There's also going to be a reminder, I'm now getting, that who and what that is, people, places, and situations that are meant for you, Libra, are not going to dim your light, okay? So anybody or anything that does or has been dimming your light, putting out that brightness in regards to you, is not going to continue, okay? Whether you want to step up to the plate and make a change, or avoid something, decline something, or it ends up being an inevitable tower moment that your guides and other spirits will create for you, okay? I'm now hearing stop questioning yourself, because again, you don't get this card in your reading if it isn't a week and surrounding it where you're feeling things accurately. Can you hear that in the background? It's the creepiest van ice cream truck. Anyways, but I also heard the message of, oh, what fun it is to sleep at night. Okay, I feel like you're a vivid dreamer for a lot. You deal with a lot of spiritual activity when you sleep. And so it's a week where there's no exception to that, because that can have its pros and its cons. But what you choose to listen to throughout the week, I feel, is very guided and very on point for you in the moment. Whether you stumble upon a social media post, you are listening to a TV show, a movie, something of the sort. It could be music as well. There's very much a lot of guidance throughout the week. Once again, a lot of spiritual downloads coming through. And this is one of the many ways that Spirit is choosing to communicate with you. Let's move on to the Gilda Tarot deck. I feel you're ready to make a change. You're finally ready to make a change, and some of your guides, or at least one of which, is saying, finally, you've been doing this for too long. You haven't wanted to release this or that. You haven't actually wanted to reach for something. What has been weighing you down, and how do we create this lightness that you deserve that helps you shine your individual light? The Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Look at this. I really feel like the community that we were speaking upon for a lot is work related, but I do feel for some you're being pushed to look around at a certain point and be grateful for what's at hand. For some, it absolutely is a neighborhood or a city that you're living in. Could be in regards to where you're actually residing, or at least part of which. Could be a work environment, but that feels less likely. I'm now hearing it's up to you, because I feel there's certain moments of discernment that we're needing to utilize, put to use in order to figure out, is this going to be the right connection to continue with? Is this going to be the right person to give a shot in the dark to, is what I'm hearing? Is this going to be the right career opportunity, whether it's to continue or jump into or apply to? But I feel you're gaining attention throughout the week. Okay, somebody who maybe picks up on energy and is an empath like myself, but somebody who does have, emotions. You're only human, but it doesn't feel like it at all times. And I can totally relate, because you're so spiritual, because you see right through the BS at this point along your path. And you can't help but just feel so, at times, eccentric, different, and maybe a bit weird, and for some a bit creepy. I know my spirituality absolutely brings a level of creepiness to my world that I just can't do anything about. I can't help it. So what am I going to do? Stress about it? Create blockage in my life because I am, afraid of this and that, or I don't want to appear this in that way to the world, to other people? No. You know what I mean? Remembering where your control lies is of significance. There's another air sign that you're going to be connecting with, but I feel for some you're connecting with a Leo throughout the week, and this is a very mature individual, and I feel that's what you need in your life, maturity. But at times you are going to, or more so have been recently guided to reconnect or connect with maybe some immaturity or just someone less mature than you, because you need to be re in touch with your inner child for one, if not multiple reasons. You need to be having fun more so. But who's to say that you can't? You can connect with a mature individual and be mature yourself, responsible even, and still enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? But there was significance, or is significance, in regards to that. Wow, I need to catch my breath. But you may find the week does entail slow running around, migrating, accomplishing, balancing things out, as they're showing me the Two of Pentacles. But I feel as well there's a focus on you singing your own Libran song. You're needing to prepare to spread your angel wings and fly towards a hell of a lot more. I'm really getting a spiritual energy from this imagery with all of these what look like spirits flying around, floating around, doing a dance along your individual path. I wouldn't be surprised if there are a couple of moments throughout the week where you feel the need to get up and do a little jig, do a bit of a dance. And I feel this is Spirit's way of saying, you could be enjoying yourself more, of course, and this will help with that, but you need to be getting a release, okay? You might be somebody who recently has been a bit pent up, a bit stiff even, but again, it's a week where we're progressively finding things loosening up and feeling less weighed down, okay? But the Page of Swords, somebody is learning more about a work opportunity, whether it's continued or you could potentially jump into it or you just acquired it. But I do feel you're learning more about why you choose to overspend on this and that. Okay, for some, I feel it's very spiritually guided, not to your benefit, but I do sense that you as well are needing to remember you're a very habitual soul. You know, when you start to get into the habit of doing something, it does what typically take 3 weeks, if not more, to begin to remove and break that habit. And so consistency in regards to putting your foot down, holding back, and breaking the cycles of these habits. Because I did actually get the cycles card in the, in the first attempt to get your reading done. And we also have the voice card here in the beauty card. It's this, and the diamond radiance card. I love that. I don't think this has ever come out in one of my readings, but they're saying, Libra, shine bright like a diamond, okay? Show us what you're made out of. Give the world a new outlook in regards to what they're going through, but also in regards to who you are at this point along your path. I feel you have a beautiful voice, but you don't always think so, or in general. You know, I listen to my readings back and I'm like, oh goodness, you sound emotional, you sound scratchy, high-pitched even. Okay, a little bit whiny is what Spirit said. Anyways, but it's important that I get it out there, you know what I mean? So with that said and done, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a week where there's some reflecting and attention taking place from you in regards to your looks. How do I want this to improve? In regards to, you know, okay, for some, your voice, your skin complexion, your hair. And you might be thinking about switching something up and going back to an old hairstyle, or lack thereof, which they're saying, because I was thinking this morning I might want to go back to buzzing my hair, my head, but Spirit advises me to keep the hair on my head. Anyways, now I wouldn't be surprised if as well your happiness with the rainbow here is part of the week, because I guarantee you haven't been the happiest version of yourself for one, if not multiple reasons. But who would blame you with all of the spiritual messing with that you experience, you go through, or maybe the financial troubles you go through, the difficulty, even the toxicity in that work environment or where you're living. It might be in regards to a connection or two within your world. And so they're saying this is a week where we want you to get back to being happier, because you deserve it. You deserve to be walking and living this joyful path full of experiences and success and connecting of importance. But yeah, you're a diamond in the rough is what I'm hearing. I don't know why I feel somebody's not going to like to hear that message, But yeah, they're saying you are one intuitive gem in this world, and this week reminds you of that, okay? So I hope this was a helpful, constructive reading. I'm sending you a ton of love and light. Of course, don't forget to reach out to book a personal reading. Everything is down below. You just have to shoot me a quick email. Until the next time we meet, Libra, please do take care of yourself.